Sir.
हाँ आइए.
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Please take a seat.
Thank you, sir.
Abhishek,
Yes, sir.
introduce yourself. बच्चे.
Yes, sir.
Introduce yourself.
Sir, my name is Abhishek Singh. I come from the Jaunpur district of the Uttar Pradesh. I have done my BTech in civil engineering from IIT Hyderabad. And my hobbies are doing Vipassana meditation, practicing positive self-dialogue, and also tutoring and mental health counseling to the youngsters.
Okay, good. So Abhishek, Badlapur.
Yes, sir.
Why the name Badlapur?
Sir, sorry, sir, I'm not able to recall that.
Any movie or serial has been made on this name?
Yes, sir. There is movie called as Badlapur. That place is in Maharashtra. Regarding that, a movie has been made.
So it has no relation with the locality to which you belong to, right?
Yes, sir.
What is Vasaipur?
Vasaipur?
Huh.
Sir, I'm not.
It
aware.
is not in UDAF. Have you heard of a movie called Gangs of Vasaipur?
Yes, sir. Gang of Vasaipur that I have heard, sir.
Where is that locality envisaged to be?
I'm sorry, sir. I'm not aware about that.
Okay. And why the name Jaunpur?
Sir, Jaunpur was named in the honor of the brother of the Firoz Shah Tughlaq. The name of the brother was Jona Khan. So, to honor his brother, Firoz Shah Tughlaq renamed the Jaunpur as a Jaunpur.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir. It is just to honor.
Okay, good. So you did your BTech from IIT Hyderabad,
Yes,
right?
sir.
And you come from Jaunpur. So they're two different states, right? Tell me three policies in the government of Uttar Pradesh which have made to the headlines in the recent past. Listen to the question very carefully. Three policies of the UP government which have made it to the headlines in the recent past.
Yes, sir. Sir, Uttar Pradesh has done very well in terms of the investment. For example, it has launched a Nimbus portal, which is single window clearance for all the investment related options. So this is at the first level. Sir, second policy decision is it has zero tolerance policy towards the criminals. So it has taken a very hard stance on the criminal activities in the state. And sir, third is it has also tried to promote the agriculture infrastructure in the state. For example, construction of the godowns and also, sir, providing extension services to the farmers.
Okay. Recently, there was a controversy in Sambhal.
Yes, sir.
If you are a district magistrate of Sambhal, what you will do to alter the situation?
Sir, the situation is in Sambhal is communally charged and very sensitive situation. So, sir, in that case, my first step would be to bring on table people from all the community and have a very positive and meaningful dialogue with all of them and try to ensure that peace is maintained and any solution would be reached through a dialogue. This is first. At second step, sir, I would try to ensure that sufficient number of officers and are deployed and law and order situation is not disturbed at the ground level because it can go violent at any time. And sir, third thing, I would ensure that, for example, ambulance services and then essential medicines, if any occurrence of violence happens, that is provided, sir.
Why is it so that UP has the largest population in the country? Its diaspora has not come forward in big numbers to help build the image of the state.
Sir, UP has the largest population And there is a case where UP supplies lots of workers to the other states, and their workers are leaving the state to other state like Maharashtra and Karnataka because there is a lack of employment opportunities in the state of UP. Sir, we need to work on that front.
So, do you think that the UP government has failed to generate employment opportunities in the state?
Sir, UP government has consistently tried to increase the opportunities, but the thing is, the population is so much that if it is creating opportunities, people are more than what is being created.
So, do you think that there is a need to control the population?
Sir, UP government has already brought a two-child policy in which it is trying to control. Means it is a voluntary measure. It is not being forced on anybody. So, sir, instead of a control of the population, we need to have a proper family counseling, like family planning counseling with the people at the community level and at the ground level using workers like ASA workers can do a family counseling.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you,
Abhishek.
sir.
Thank you, sir.
Good afternoon, Mr. Abhishek Singh.
Good afternoon, sir.
It is a compliment, don't take it otherwise. You remind me of Abhishek Bachchan because of your hair style. All right. Now, you spent good 4 years in Hyderabad.
Yes.
And you know Andhra Pradesh was bifurcated.
Yes.
When was it bifurcated? And has Andhra Pradesh got the benefit of that bifurcation or not? If not, why not?
Sir, Andhra Pradesh and Telangana, they were bifurcated in year 2014.
Okay.
And after that, sir, it was hoped that there would be more development and in the respective states. Sir, when it comes to development, if we talk about relative change, then Telangana has grown more when talking about percentage change. But Andhra has also grown, but not that much as it was assumed. And sir, the reason why it could not do so, sir, it could be attributed to several factors. First of all, sir, that region is in that region there is lack of infrastructure, especially with respect to the agriculture and irrigation facilities. So, sir, that economy could not develop. Second, sir, industrial infrastructure is not very solid in that state, and Hyderabad is serving as a capital for both Telangana and it was serving as capital for both, and still Andhra Pradesh is not able to decide on its, like there was confusion regarding 3 capital or 1 capital. So there is a lack of political will also that I can see.
Chandrababu Naidu, heard of him?
Yes, sir.
What was one unique pioneering feature of his earlier tenure as Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh?
Sorry, sir, I am not able to.
Digitalization.
Decentralization.
Digitalization.
Digitalization,
He was
sir.
first man in India. All right. Suppose you are the Prime Minister of India and you posed a problem that UP is too big a state, 22 crore people. Bundelkhand is suffering. There is a demand for different Uttarakhand and all. Now, what would be your take? How would you look at it?
Sir, UP has such a big population and certainly it is a challenge for the governance aspect. But sir, it also presents opportunity because as Western UP is more developed and Eastern UP and Bundelkhand region is not much developed. So what we can do, we can also channel the resources from the Western UP to the Eastern UP to bring inclusive development. And also it is a very good opportunity to deploy various governance measures, various digital governance aspects so that it can benefit the people at ground level. And sir, I would not suggest the division of UP into multiple parts because it does not necessarily needs to development. For example, sir, Jharkhand and Bihar were separated, but it does not lead to more development of Jharkhand or Bihar. So sir, we need to work in the existing mechanism itself.
Okay, Abhishek, now India wants to become a 5 trillion economy in a couple of years. Now, the present jobless growth, some economists argue that it will lead to more inequality. What is your view about it?
Sir, when the growth pie increases of any country, like India is India aims to become 5 trillion economy. What happens? Some section would benefit more, some section would benefit less, but all would benefit. That is for sure. So that will be a better condition. Inequality may rise. Inequality is a graying. It is a situation in all over the world. It is a but what we need is we need to know how to manage, how to distribute the resources between the various sections. So inequality would be there, but sir, it is also an opportunity to provide better resources to the marginalized.
All right. How does self-dialogue help one?
Uh, Sir, self-dialogue is a very important technique in which it helps us in approaching problem in a very positive way. For example, sir, there is a challenging situation. I can say that okay, there are two ways I can deal it. First, sir, I can say that okay, it is very challenging. Second is I can say in self-dialogue with that okay, let me see what this thing. Let me see how what I can learn out of this opportunity, and I should take that challenge as a learning mechanism. So that there sir self-dialogue comes into picture. Well, I will motivate myself.
Do you do it yourself?
Sir, daily after waking up, I do it for 10 minutes.
What time of the day is best for self-dialogue?
Sir, as soon as I get up,
Okay, get up. All right. Thank you.
Okay, Abhishek. You said your father's profession is agriculture, right?
Yes, sir.
Agriculture has been described as one of the 4 engines of development
Yes.
in the present budget. What are the 3 other sectors?
Sir, in the recent budget, the 4 engines that are mentioned are, sir, first one is MSME sector, then we have investment, then we have agriculture, and sir, the fourth is, sir, I'm not able to recall.
Okay. You mentioned investments? No.
Yes, sir, I mentioned
The fourth.
investment.
Achha. Then agriculture, MSME, investments and
Investment,
exports.
Exports, yes, sir. I forgot the export part.
You forgot the exports part. All right. As a civil engineer, what is the difference between smart city and green city?
Sir, whenever we say word green, it is related to the sustainability of that development. Means how sustainable the development is. Whereas when we talk about the smart city, it is related to the technological aspect, how efficiently we have deployed the technology, how efficient we have made the process in that city. For example, traffic management, how efficient it is using the technology. That will come under the smart city. But when we talk about green city, then how sustainably we are building the roads, how much environmental impact assessment we are doing before construction of a project. So that comes under green building.
And do we have any plans, programs for developing green cities or smart cities?
Sir, any project which is launched, it goes through environmental impact assessment in India, and if it has a significant impact on the environment, it is scrutinized by the central level committee. And sir, other than that, for example, for highway development, NHAI has green highway development program in which it ensures that essential green belts are developed. So sir, in such
And for smart city, any plans?
sir, for smart city, there are plans like proper management of the sewerage and waste management. So they also come under the sustainable development.
But the smart cities, we agreed with Singapore and few other countries promised us to develop 100 smart cities in the country. Is this smart cities mission? Have you heard about?
Yes, sir. I have heard about a smart cities mission. It is developing 100 cities in the.
So you should have been mentioning that anyway. Uttarakhand has recently passed a law about the live-in relationship. What are your views about the live-in relationship?
Sir, I believe that it is right to having a person of one's choice. It is a Supreme Court judgment in the Hadia case. It said that one is free. It is a fundamental right to have a person of one's choice. Sir, the aspects like marriage, religion, they are part of one's dignity, one's right to life. So I think, sir, in this domain, state should not encroach too much. It should be left to the individual. Only thing that state can do is to regulate that any forceful or any violation of law is not happening, and it can regulate it in a light touch way, not very hard regulation. That is one.
So what should be the rights of a child born out of a live-in relationship?
Sir, I believe that a child born out of living relationship should have all the rights that a child born out of a proper marriage has.
So then, what makes it different from live-in relationship, different from a marriage? Everything is equal at par, except that they are not married as per the social customs and not registered. Of course, registration is now compulsory. So, what makes it different, live-in from marriage?
Sir, I'm a student of anthropology, and anthropologically, I see living relationship as a mechanism where before marriage, the people come to know about each other and they can better understand the needs of the other person, and it can help in having a better marriage. And when it comes to the rights of child, sir, child has no mistake. He is born in this world. He has all the right that any child should have. So, sir, I think rights with respect to his inheritance and all, he should get all
In
that.
a lighter way, you are saying it's like a test drive, huh? Live-in, रह के देख लो, चलेगी तो शादी कर लो.
Sir, it's like both are adult and they have their own sense of reasoning. It's not that anybody is getting forced. It is a consensus-based relationship.
So
This is how-
unintended benefit will be reduction in the number of divorces, right?
Sir, this is I hope that it should be there.
Okay. My time is running out. Thank you very much. Over to you, sir.
Okay, Abhishek. Abhishek, you did your BTech from IIT Hyderabad.
Yes, sir.
Right? There was a report that 38% of the IITians all across of 23 campuses were not placed. Are you aware of that
Yes,
report?
sir.
So what is your take on that?
Sir, there are multiple aspects. First, many IITians do not want to take the job immediately after their graduation. So, for example, many go for higher studies or many go for civil services preparation, for example. Sir, second is that even in the top institutes, there is industry academia dislinkage. So, what happens? Many are not employable. The skills are not up to the mark of the demand of the industry. So, sir, in that way also, they are not able to get the job.
Okay. Otherwise, the scenario is not that worse.
Yes, sir, it is otherwise not worse. I have seen that those who are working hard and if one intends to get placed, they are getting placed.
Okay. And you have been to Japan, in Tokyo, right?
Yes,
For
sir.
a training in disaster management.
Yes, sir.
Can you briefly explain what you have done there?
Sir, I went there for approximately 10 days where I have learned about the Japanese way of managing various kinds of disasters. For example, how they manage the earthquake, what is the structural design they have with respect to the earthquake, how they manage the floods. So, sir, I have seen the real life simulation that they have conducted, and I have, for example, sir, to give one example, regarding flooding. So they have constructed a very huge location where flooding would happen. Many people would be inducted and they will be taught that how to deal with in that situation, how to not panic. And with respect to earthquakes, there are techniques like base isolation techniques. So structural developments, structural features I have learned from there, sir.
So anything which we can implement from there to India?
Sir, sure, there are a lot of things to implement. They are very good when it comes to prevention of the earthquake disaster. In India, we have around 59% of the area under the earthquake prone. So, sir, we can learn the techniques of the structural design. This is first thing, sir. Second thing, they have very good early warning system with respect to the disasters like flooding. So that we can also implement in our country because our country is seeing a serious problem of urban flooding.
Okay, and you have been there for 10 days.
Yes, sir.
So whatever you have been there, so you have seen the social and other cultural as well as other areas of Japan. So what do you think that what are one thing which we could take from Japan, and what is one thing which Japan could take from us?
Sir, one thing that we should take from Japan is their cleanliness aspect. I have seen very clean roads, very well-mannered people, very good discipline. That definitely India should learn. Here, people throw anything anywhere. That is one thing. And sir, when we talk about what Japan should learn from India, sir, I think Japanese can learn from India. In Indian workforce, sir, it is very hardworking. So I think, sir, Japanese can learn hardworking also. So they are also hardworking, but we work more. That is what my observation.
In diverse conditions, we are able to work. That is
Yes,
the
sir.
point you want.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. You have also mentioned that you love tutoring and mental health counseling to youngsters.
Yes, sir.
Can you elaborate this briefly? What is that?
Sir, basically what I do, I'm not a professional counselor, but I have attended 10-day Vipassana meditation course and I have learned something from there. So based on that, I try to spread the awareness regarding the mental health. And there is a stigma. People do not come out and disclose their mental health, state of mental health. So I encourage them, I talk to, specifically sir, especially as I have cleared IIT, so many IIT aspirants come to me and they talk about their daily life struggles, mental health problem. So in that front I work. Secondly sir, sometimes what happens, if one person wants to connect to a professional, I try to connect them with a government scheme like Kiran Healthline is there, which connects to government specialist, and then Manodarpan initiative for students. So I try to spread awareness in that aspect.
Okay, fine. There are 4 words: tutoring, mentoring, counseling, and coaching. What is the difference between these 4? You can
Sir,
take your time,
Yes, sir.
not a hurry.
Sir, as per my understanding, they differ in the degree of professionalism that is involved. Sir, coaching is the most professional one and tutoring is the most informal one. So as we move from tutoring to mentoring to counseling to coaching, so the degree of professionalism increases and one needs a proper degree to do a coaching. Or in fact, I have written word counseling. I should not have written actually. Here a proper certified course should be there. But sir, I should have written spreading awareness. That is my mistake. I accept that.
Okay. Budget has been just released few days back.
Yes, sir.
Have you read that budget?
Yes, sir, I have read.
Okay, just tell me that what is the simple question, that what is the change in the income tax slabs
Sir,
over the last year?
sorry. Sir. Yes, sir. Sir, income tax up to 12 lakh, government is giving rebate. Means a person earning up to 12 lakh will not be taxed. But even 1,000 more than 12 lakh, one has to pay tax according to the slabs that are designed. This is indirect tax. In terms of the indirect taxes, sir.
No, direct tax. I'm talking about direct tax. And what is the slab?
So slab is like 0 to 4 lakh it is nil, then 4 to 8 lakh it is 5%, then 8 to 12 lakh it is 10%.
Okay.
5.
My last question to you is one scheme in this current budget which is particularly for agriculture sector.
Okay. Sir, there is a scheme named PM Dhan Yojana in which they are primarily focusing on increasing the agricultural productivity and specifically focusing on 100 such districts where productivity is very low. And other than that, they are also focusing on developing infrastructure.
Okay. Thank you, Abhishek.
Thank you, sir.
Very much.